why not supply and demand style wick entries? Even wick entries have drawdowns. Like my wick entries have drawdowns all the time. Just because it's a wick entry, like you can't be perfectionist. You can't always predict the top and the bottom, right? But you can attempt based off of past levels. Like for instance, I had a wick entry yesterday, right? Yes, I had a wick entry. The drawdown was what yesterday? 20 pips yesterday, right? But it was an attempted wick entry. But like you can't predict the very top. Like I wish I could just go like, yep, this is the top, boom, you know? Not all the time I could predict that. I can anticipate rejection, but that's not an entry I'll take. So like in terms of like to your strategy, whatever a wick entry is to you, right? Whatever you base it off of, take your wick entries accordingly. But like you're gonna have drawdowns some days. Take those wick entries. But some days you might not. You might have zero, right? You can't avoid drawdown, man. That's tough. I'm sorry to say, but drawdown cannot be avoided. You can manage risk differently on drawdown. You can like, you know, say, okay, cool, this trade is going against, make a manage risk a little differently based off of whatever preference you want to base it off of, right? Just make sure it's not emotional though, because you can't repeat emotions. Whatever you do, make sure it's logical. Like closure above the range, okay, invalid. Not, I think this trade is gonna hit my stop loss here. I'm gonna close off. Because then next time the trade happens again, it forms, you might close off, and next thing you know it runs. Now you're like, man, I should have held it, you know. And then you go in this endless loop of shoulda, woulda, coulda, and shoulda, woulda, coulda. Doesn't work in trading. You can't be a perfectionist, bro. You can't.